What's up, my guys? We are back in line once again. Happy to have the boys back. Lunchtime, favorite class of the day. Love to be at lunchtime. We're missing a pivotal member of the lunch table today, but that's okay. We're gonna make it happen. Jake took his lunch date with someone else, and that someone else is not us. Jake is out on a lunch date with someone else, so we're praying it's going well. Shout out Jake. I just exposed him. I hope it wasn't a secret, but shout out. We're rooting for you, buddy. What's up, my guys?
What an electric intro. It kind of reminds me of literally high school days, when you'd be at the lunch tables and, one of your buddies would start dating someone. So like they'd eat with you maybe, and then halfway through
as fast as they possibly could, and then they were
gone straight to the girlfriend's table, and they would just be stuck there the entirety. So that's kind of, we lost a good one. But we got two extra members today. So it's going to be still a jam-packed lunch. I'm feeling good. Just got back. I was in Boston for the weekend with the Wiki Gaming guys. Tons of fun. But yeah, definitely a good time. Definitely trying to decompress a little bit. Before we started up, I just booked another flight, and I'm fucking really excited. Somehow I booked a week-long flight, or I said a week-long flight, a flight in Florida next month, and it was like $300 round trip. Insane. Insanity. It was $350 yesterday. I didn't book it. I'm like, okay, I gotta get it soon. Today it was $267. Bang. And then
260, yeah, 267. That's a pretty good price these days.
And then I just spent the money I saved on window seats, because I'm not going to get stuck with a middle on back-to-back 3-hour flights. I won't.
All right, so let's talk about that.
Let's introduce the other fucking two people here. Huh?
Okay, yeah. What's up, guys? Sorry. Harry Slider, tell me something with your life.
What's up? Glad to be here. It's a very exciting weekend again of drinking and wheeling. Didn't go anywhere fun, but no flights for me. But I'm excited to be here as well.
Excited to have you here.
Thanks.
Michael, tell me something about your life.
Oh, honestly, I'm kind of glad that you exposed Jake, because he's always calling me out for having chicks in my back pocket, but I haven't been on a date since I can't remember how long. So now he's the one with chicks in his back pocket, so I'm gonna have something to say to him when he returns.
I also get weekly basis for being on dates when we're trying to record. Where'd he go? Does anyone know? Was it a nice food date, or
it was very discreet, very discreet.
Bubba's trying to crash it later tonight.
Yeah. Get some tips, something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Hope the best for him. He's out there grinding, so we'll have to get a kind of a recap next week, because it's out in the air now, so he doesn't really have much of an option. Yeah. No, but Tiggy Nation, back to our flights here. Yeah, 267, great price. It's hard to find a good price these days, and you're flying literally across the country, so that's a hell of a deal. Where are you going? Where are you going in Florida?
Flying to a family vacation. We started it, I guess, last year. We went to Captiva Island, which is a little bit outside of Fort Myers. So we're flying into Fort Myers. It's like an hour drive away. I'm trying to think what like the islands are called, but it's not the Keys or anything. It's on the Gulf Coast, but there's like these little islands, so we have to take a ferry to it.
Nice.
And it's like the whole island is maybe 2.5 miles long, and there's no stores. There's one bar/restaurant in the middle.
Hell yeah.
And there is an empanada shop that opens up in the mornings, and that's it. Everything else, you can like buy groceries and they'll bring them via ferry to you and stuff, but you're just like out there on your own. It's gonna be like a mini Survivor. It's gonna be a really good time.
Damn, that sounds like my kind of place. Kind of sounds like Ocracoke, but even less things. So that'll be fun though. That's exciting. I bet you that I feel like that's probably close to around like where Marco Island is. It's got to be in the same general area. I feel like.
Yeah, and we've been to Marco Island too. So that's the thing. It's like we've been to Marco Island, and then we went to Captiva, and then Captiva after. So I'm trying to look at Marco Islands. I've seen Marco Islands. Oh wait. So I don't think it's by Marco Island. I think it's off like, yeah. So it's off like Sanibel and Cape Coral and stuff. That's where Captiva is. So like right outside of Fort Myers. Marco Island, for those geography people at home, aka Harry here, it's near Naples. That's where Marco Island is. But we've been to Marco Island too. That was incredible. But Captiva's sick just because you're completely obsolete, like completely ostracized from society. I'm trying to. That's not the word I wanted to use. You're just connected to everything. But you have like good phone service out there too, which is sick. It's literally just my family went last year, but this year we're gonna have my stepsister Gaby and her new husband Ben are coming, and they're like super fun people and stuff. And it's cool to have, like, I love my brother, I love my sister, obviously, and we find ways to have fun when it's just like us three and stuff. But it's always good to have another pair with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of in the same realm and like same age and stuff. So it's like something's always going to be cooking at the house. And my aunt and uncle from my dad's side, actually, they'll be down there. I guess they live in like Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville retirement home or something.
Oh,
Florida,
fuck yeah.
which is nearby. So they might come as well for a couple of days. So that'll be cool because I see them maybe like once every 4 or 5 years. So it's going to be a fucking awesome time. I'm super excited for that. Yeah.
That sounds like a blast, honestly.
Them in their Jimmy Buffett place.
Dude,
that sounds kind of electric, honestly.
So my mom, my sister, and I think like my stepdad Rick, they're all gonna drive down and they're gonna stay there. They're gonna stay there for a couple nights before, and live it up there and shit. My brother, I assume, will probably drive with them. So I don't know. He was like debating. He's like, I might just book a flight. I don't know if I can survive, that long drive with them and all that. So he might go to Jimmy Buffett earlier, but he's like, I might just fly down. So that's like right outside Fort Myers too.
One of my favorite positives of like getting older is being able to just buy a flight. Like when you're young and like are just like you have to drive with your family 13 hours in the car. There's no other option. It's so nice to be like, I'm just gonna get a flight.
Yeah, it's like I can find a one way for like 150 probably, and like I'll just save myself the headache and
Yeah. No, that sounds sick. It's actually funny you mentioned Jimmy Buffett because there's this place near where we live now. It's like a restaurant and bar where it kind of reminds you of like a Generations, like where they have like a set area for like bands and stuff to play, like and the place specializes in tribute bands. Like they only have tribute bands. One which pretty sick. Yeah. It's pretty sick. And I was looking.
That's better because I don't want to hear your original music. I want to hear the motherfucking hits. I don't want any deep tracks. I just want the hits that I've listened to hundreds of times. That's all.
And on my birthday next month is the Jimmy Buffett tribute band.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta go, right?
Gotta go. Dude, that's gonna be a tough show. I mean, the fact that like he passed away so recently, like that's gonna be a big like that place is gonna be packed. So I don't know if you have to buy tickets or whatever, but you got to do that earlier.
Yeah, honestly, they are. And I was looking at them like a month ago, and it was like, how sites are. They're like, hurry while supplies last. You better buy your ticket or whatever. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be packed. So excited for that though. Yeah. So that'll be cool. Yeah. But just real quick, back to the flight situation here. So Tiggy Nation, you're a window seat guy, huh?
Absolutely.
What are the other guys in the group here? What's the consensus here? What do we like in the airplane?
I am either a window or an aisle, preferably the window, but it's got to be one of them. I'm not sitting in the middle. I don't care what I have to do. I'm not sitting in the middle because I've had nightmare scenarios of sitting in the middle, and I'm older. I'll pay the extra $20.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, nobody wants to sit in the middle, Bubba.
I'm either doing this or that. I'm either doing one of the two options.
Well,
Not a
I
fake
don't-
third one we're talking about.
I don't care either way, honestly. It's not that big of a deal to me.
I gotta have a window seat, man. I gotta have a window seat. I don't know. There's like, cause I like to sleep on flights, and I gotta have something to lean my head up against, and I gotta have that window there for me to doze off on.
I hear you, but the extra leg room in the aisle is nice too. I don't mind that.
I see the extra leg room, but if you fall asleep, usually your leg's out in the aisle and the drink cart's running it over.
You make a good point. I have been hit by a drink cart or two, so that's a good point.
Yeah. I'm with Schwarf. It may be because like we're like I think Schwarf and I are the tallest two here, so I think it goes into that too, where it's like what'd you say, Bubba?
Is it humble brag?
I mean, I didn't have any other ways to put it, but I think the bigger guys, I don't want anyone else touching me or anything. It's like I'm leaning against there because I've fallen asleep in the aisle and I lean on the person in the middle, and unless like I'm having sex with you, I really probably don't want to do that, honestly. So, I'd rather just completely uninvolve myself that way. But I will the middle's all right, but I will take a window.
Middle's all right.
Wait, what did I say? Window or aisle?
Middle.
I said middle. No. Okay, yeah, completely disregard that. I meant the aisle. See, the middle is not even a fucking option. I would rather have a window at row 30 than an aisle at row 10 or a middle at row 1. Like it's going window all the way in the back, aisle somewhere in the middle, and then very last I'll go row number 1 in the middle. Like no fucking shot am I being connected to two people.
I don't really understand the appeal of sitting closer to the front.
That's what I was gonna say.
If you're in first class and have the bougie seats, why does it matter?
Yeah, like I don't see the front. I don't get the whole like sit in the front thing. Like unless you have like you said like first class, like you're in a special seat or whatever, then yeah, maybe. But like I don't understand like wanting to be in the front. Honestly, I prefer. I want to be in the aisle every time. Tiggy Nation.
Okay.
I want to be in the.
I knew that was coming.
Tiggy Nation.
No. Nope. I thought you were gonna say something. I fully thought you were gonna say something else.
I might be getting to that. I prefer being like right on the wing in the airplane.
Okay. I think
that's where I want to be on the aisle seat. So when I have the chance to pick my seat, I pick row 27 or row 28 every single time. I don't know why. That's just what I do.
Do you like those numbers? Is that why? Or
no.
Yeah, that's 100%.
No, it's not. I swear. Like being right on the wing, I don't know. I just like it.
But on smaller aircrafts, it's gonna be a lower number for the wing.
Yeah. I like to be close to the wing.
JT doesn't fly small, man.
JT doesn't fly. He flies Boeing 737s only.
Dude, I couldn't believe the one time I was on a connecting flight and it was like I think connecting Charlotte to like Orlando or something, one of the things. And it was one of those big ass freaking airplanes where you walk in the door and like you got to turn left or you got to turn right. And there's an aisle here, and then there's like an aisle over there. There's like 5 seats in the middle, and then 3 seats on the ends. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, for flying like an hour, this is a little excessive. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've never been on a flight like that. I mean, the military doesn't have its money up like that. I can tell you that. So I have no comments.
I want to fly on one of those bougie planes where like you're facing someone, like you're facing someone else on the plane.
You have like an office.
Made it when you get on a flight and you're and you're face to face with someone. That's how you know you're rich.
I don't.
Just on trains.
Huh?
That sounds like it sounds like you're on the Amtrak or something.
Yeah.
You're at the Hogwarts Express there, Schwarf. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never seen these influencers posting videos on like TikTok and Instagram?
Oh,
and, like, the
are you
people
talking
that
about
they're,
private
like,
fucking
across
jets?
from them?
Is that what you're talking about? A private jet?
I might be.
This guy's talking about a private jet over here. Yeah, the fake private jet photos that influencers go up and take a photo for like $100 and claim they're going to Dubai. Jesus, I can't believe.
I've seen like, have you seen those TikTok like videos of airplanes? Like, it seems like they're like all international airlines, where it's like you have like your own little freaking cubicle almost. I'm like, that's crazy.
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know.
those are very expensive. Like
I'm
think
sure, yeah.
I think it's like an increase of $1,000 for that flight to be like have your own. Because I think the regular plane is just like a normal plane. You're just stuck there, for 15 hours.
Did you see that there's some dude who started a business in, I don't know what big city, but it's like the inside of a private jet, but it's just like in a warehouse. So influencers just go and like take pictures like they're on a private jet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what Schwarf's only seen, that he's saying, yeah, I want to go on one of those planes. Yeah, just head down to Liberty. I'm sure they have it. What are you talking about? Like,
Damn. I'm about to start flexing on the gram.
Yeah, for real.
No, but JT, I thought you were going to say that you would rather be at the back of the plane than the front. And I was going to call you out because everyone does. Because when you book your seat, like just now I was booking my seat. It's like I'm not paying for the $50 or whatever. I'm not paying for the $30. I'm paying for the $10 choose your seat anywhere from like the back 2/3 of the plane. You are choosing the closest to the front window seat every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Wait. So you're saying from the cheapest select your seat option?
Yes.
The front-ish part of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I do like every time. Yeah.
Because I thought you were going to say, like, I kind of like the back of the plane.
No, screw the back.
I intentionally choose row 35.
No, screw that. No, I don't want to be in the back.
It's the safest part of the plane. Listen, if the plane goes down, I'm sorry. I don't want any loss scenario. I don't want to be traveling on some island. I want to be just fucking dead. If the plane crashes, I'm going to be a martyr. I'm going to die. That's it. Okay? Someone can take my PC. I don't care. Do whatever. Throw my body in the trash. I mean, it's incinerated. Never mind. My body's gone. Okay. Yeah.
What about, like, I recently flew Southwest, and I don't know. I might have had this conversation already, but you like just buy a seat, right? And then you can pick any seat that's open when you get there.
Dude.
Yes.
Like the premium seats or whatever. I think I like that way better. Or do you guys like having like your seat there?
See, me, like I want to have my seat like ready. Southwest is the literal wild, wild west of picking seats. It's like, all right, you can come on now. And then a whole freaking pack of wild animals fly on the airplane trying to find seats to go. And then you never get to sit with your person. And you're trying to find a spot for your freaking carry-on. It's madness. I mean, Southwest is madness.
If you have a girlfriend or whatever, it might be like that. But I love it. You get to, look and see where people are sitting. You make the choice yourself. You don't get screwed looking for the attractive ladies on the plane. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Harry gets on a plane. He's looking for his next future wife.
That's right.
I love that. Honestly, I think everyone does to some extent. It's like when you're walking down the aisles, you're looking for attractive girls, and you'd be like, if we do crash, we both live. It's like we're gonna have to repopulate this place. You know what I mean? Like I think everyone subconsciously does that. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is because you're trapped and there's now a limited options. So you're like, I need to find like one of the better looking girls on the plane. You know what I mean? I think everyone does that. I think I'm speaking right to Bubba's mind. I think me and Bubba's mind are connected, and Schwarf's probably like, oh yeah, JT's happy and whatever, but whatever.
I think that I'm just so that no matter what I'm doing or where I go, I'm looking for attractive women.
Yeah.
That could be a 2, yeah. I tried to give a little ulterior meaning in there. Swerve called me out too, so okay.
I'm just very horny.
Just a bunch of horn dogs.
Jeez. Yeah, I can't comment on the Southwest because military boards right after all the A's, so I just kind of get a little, I always get a window like at least middle of the plane. So, hero, some might say. So.
Shout out to our troops. Oh, Tiggy Nation, I got to tell you this. You thought I was joking about the picture you sent me of your friend?
Oh, yeah. Did you put it up there?
I didn't. I sent it to some of my people, right? And my manager posted it on LinkedIn.
No.
I swear.
Send me the link right now.
I will. I said, well, I'm on my phone. I will when we're off here.
LinkedIn.
But I was like,
I'll look up the website. I'll look it up right
now. I was like, don't be shocked, Tiggy Nation. We're about to use this picture. So tell your friend he's famous. Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
LinkedIn famous.
He's LinkedIn famous.
Going viral on LinkedIn. I need to update my LinkedIn bio. I've been meaning to do that for 2 months, and it's the same as it was when I was like 5 years ago working.
Yeah.
So I need to change that.
I'm a big LinkedIn guy these days.
Yeah. I always see JT on the LinkedIn.
Schwartz, what do you think about that LinkedIn? What do you think about LinkedIn?
Man, I'm so behind. I don't even use LinkedIn.
I think LinkedIn is like fucking Instagram Threads. It's never going to catch on. Everyone likes to claim it's going to work. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Well, Tiggy Nation,
people that that legitimately use it.
You are saying
people having one, but that's it.
Yeah, Tiggy Nation, you sound like Mason right now. He says ranch dressing is the worst condiment of all time or whatever. And you know what? He's never even tried it. Well, that's kind of how you're acting about LinkedIn right now.
Well, I have a LinkedIn, and ranch is one of the best condiments. First of all, it's kind of hard to call. I don't know. I was like, I guess ranch could be. I mean, ranch is a condiment, but it's like the primary source is mayonnaise from ranch. So it's like mayonnaise, incredible. Ranch probably right behind it.
Yeah. Dang. So you make ranch dressing from mayonnaise?
Little eye opening for you, isn't it?
Honestly, yeah. Like I didn't. Is that a common thing to know? How do you make? What is it? Mayonnaise and what? Take me to school here.
Probably milk, right?
Some dill, I think.
All right, here we go. Homemade ranch salad dressing. Okay. Small ball, whisk together mayonnaise, sour cream, and milk until smooth. Add the dill, parsley, chives, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. And add the lemon and whisk again. We're not adding lemon into. I disagree with there, but so it's mayonnaise, milk, and sour cream.
Damn. I didn't know that, guys. You learn something new every day.
There you go.
Angie's a big advocate of the homemade Mayochup.
Oh my God. Okay, Brad.
No, yeah, apparently that's a very big thing. It's actually, it's literally just mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together, but it's pretty damn good. So,
like fry sauce, yeah, it's good. It's not bad. You know what's terrible is Hidden Valley Ranch. Terrible. I like ranch. I hate Hidden Valley Ranch. I think it's the worst condiment is Hidden Valley Ranch.
Wow.
Cheddar's always had the best ranch.
The best ranch. Cheddar's
good.
Nothing could really compete with Cheddar's ranch. I don't know what they did to it, but it was delicious.
What I eat now is fat-free generic brand ranch, and it's terrible. It's not good at all. It's right above Hidden Valley Ranch, but that's what I eat.
I used to be like you, Bubba. I used to think the thing about Hidden Valley is the marketing's genius. Like the commercials are fantastic, and you're like, it has to taste good. And then you taste it, and it's just not what you think it's going to taste like, and it's very off-putting. And when I was younger, I used to think the exact same way. And somehow, I got tricked back into trying Hidden Valley, and I actually enjoyed it. So I think there's hope. I think taste buds can change. I used to hate Bud Light when I was a kid, and I was drinking, Miller and Coors, and now I can't drink Miller or Coors, and I'm strictly on the Bud lattes. I didn't want to bring up politics, but I enjoy Bud lattes, and that's that. So, I think there's hope that you could like Hidden Valley down the road.
Yeah. No hate to Bud lattes either. It gives me headaches now, so I don't really drink it. I drink Ultra, but Ultra, Coors once in a while, never Miller Lite. I'm not a Miller Lite guy either.
Yeah, I mean, I like Miller Lite. I think I always like Miller Lite. What's another good one that does me pretty well is like a nice Corona Premier. That's what I'm talking. That's Corona Premier especially. It's like you could drink 20 of those and not be hungover the next day. Actually, don't quote me on that. I'd probably be hungover as fuck still. But that's a good beer.
From Saturday, so
For those listening, we're recording on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah, so tell us about it. How was the cabin? How was Jersey Day? I want to hear the lowdown on how the cabin was.
Yeah, I'll give you a recap of the weekend. It was good. Started Friday with a barn burner hockey game. It was like high school or OVIHL game. We just checked the whole time and fought, and it was ridiculous. The refs were non-existent, yelling at the refs again, yelling at the other team. People getting kicked out. I got hit in the mouth one time. Just a bloodbath. And then we went out. That was fun. Went to the hole. Saturday, we went to the cabin pretty early. Drank more there. That was a good time. That's just the way to do it, to get a cabin at Ogilvy for all your big events. Jersey Day was a hit. I wore a St. Vincent's number 75 jersey. Shout out St. Vinny's.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Then went out again. Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Nice.
A lot of time with the sport this weekend.
Let me come back to something real important about the hockey game.
Please, the floor is yours.
We as a team have groupies now. There were two chicks outside the locker room trying to shine Schwarf's horn after the game on Friday.
So maybe you do have a couple girls in your pocket, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe I do. Let me check. My pocket's been feeling a little empty lately.
Were they just some randos or?
They were complete strangers. I honestly have no clue what they were doing there. I mean, if you're a chick on a Friday night and you're hanging out at Princecape Arena at South Point, I gotta wonder what you got going on.
Yeah,
they were hanging out by the locker rooms. They did tell me nice game as I was going up too. So
dang, so they were just they were just hunting.
I guess so.
Are they there pregame? Do they just like show up midway through the game?
I didn't see them there pregame. Didn't see them pregame.
If you see them pregame, you gotta
I think they saw the tweets about how electric our game was, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta show up."
If somehow you see him pregame, you gotta give him like your secondary jersey to wear in the crowd, like it's goddamn high school hockey or something. Yeah. That'd be hilarious. And you just have to hope they don't steal it. Obviously, that's probably a big concern, but you'll just have to get it back from her later that night.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like a good weekend.
What's Jersey Day? What's Jersey Day? I gotta know what Jersey Day is. Where's that?
Everyone just wears a jersey. That was the theme for Saturday. A lot of good jerseys.
What was it like what was the event? You said a big event. That was just the event, Jersey Day?
Well, like for March Madness, like watching the games, betting a little bit.
Nice.
They had hell of a food spread up there too. I was impressed.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys make any bread on the bets or?
Oh, I was losing so much money. It was great.
I think the group took like 5 first half unders, and I'm pretty sure everyone lost every single one. But it was very electric though. It was fun doing chants, rooting for sloppy basketball, rooting for misses. But I think they all lost.
Bam.
I just saw one on Instagram earlier today. It was a first half under. It was like 62.5. And they're fouling. He's like, "What? How is that a foul? Come on, Stripes." And then they have 5 point, or they have 4 points to give with like 10 seconds left. And they're like, there's no way there's a 5-point play here, right? There's no way there's a 5-point play. Guy makes a layup with like 4 seconds. They inbound it. He's like, oh my God, please play Davis. Please play Davis. Guy chucks up like a full quarter, bangs it in. He just sits back down.
That's a bad loss.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think it's yeah. I love I do like March Madness. It's the only way I'm actually going to watch is if I gamble to. So I do like March Madness. I'm not going to make a comment on West Virginia. I would like to make a comment on the college basketball women's, though.
Mm-hmm.
And the travesty that happened last night. The NCAA is rigged. Breaking news. NCAA completely rigged. And you know what? It's probably for the best. We're going to see Caitlin Clark against Angel Reese, I think her name is, LSU. So that'll be a good time. There's an only shame that we don't get to see Cameron Brink from Stanford play. I'm not sure how she didn't get the nod because she's a very attractive, talented basketball player too. So that's unfortunate for all of us watching.
So I ended up falling asleep. Were there some bunch of bad fouls there towards the end? That's what I gathered, right? Tiggy Nation.
I mean, it was just like, I think the foul shots was 30-5. Like it wasn't even close. Usually, even in hockey, they usually keep the penalty minutes pretty close. You know, it's pretty even. So depending if it's going to be a rough game, it's like they're going to let a lot of stuff go. If they're going to call it, they're going to call it on both sides. And I mean, I saw clips of Caitlin Clark, pushing off like Michael Jordan back in the 90s. I thought we were over that. But yeah, I mean, WU played tough, and they're not going to get rewarded because Caitlin Clark sells the tickets. And that's just kind of life. So it sucks if you're a West Virginia basketball fan. I myself am not a West Virginia basketball fan of any kind. So on the record. But
damn,
yeah,
okay, dude, jeez.
It'll be good. I'm not taking shots at anyone. I'm not taking shots at anything. That's just my truth.
Okay, all right. Hey, Tiggy Nation, guess what, actually?
What?
I picked Arizona to win in my bracket.
Nice. They'll be solid. Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't watched much college basketball this year. So when I picked my bracket, I just straight up just winged it. Honestly, Harry and Schwarf, I'm in second in our Greg's Bar bracket right now.
Bang.
So crushing it, that might be the strategy moving forward for years to come. Just not even do any kind of due diligence. Just start picking teams. Is
there a punishment for the bracket challenge?
No, it's just for fun.
That's bullshit.
It's free. Yeah, no money.
If you don't have to drive to a WNBA game or something.
I didn't even realize you didn't make it.
Bubba likes blood.
Bubba, when are you going?
The season starts in like May or June. I have to check. I don't know. Hopefully, I see Caitlin Clark fly up and down the court the whole time. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice addition.
That's gonna be an expensive ticket, though.
Yeah, true. Got to get them early before they draft her.
Yeah. What was it? Do you guys use Sleeper for your like fantasy thing for your bracket?
No, it's just the ESPN Bracket Challenge app. But I did do a fantasy football this year in the Sleeper app. I never used it before until this year.
So Sleeper is it's a funny story because Sleeper, it started out as a League of Legends fantasy app a couple of years ago. And you could draft your League of Legends teams and stuff, and you would get in-game rewards from like winning your league and stuff. It was actually really cool. But then they stopped giving the rewards, and then last year was the first football year. They did it again. And the bracket challenge this year, when you were doing your brackets, you could see a breakdown of every team, and the write-ups on the teams were hysterical. It would show you how much like points scored, points against they would do. There was one, it was like for James Madison, it was like James Madison's bill was published 50,000 years ago or something like that. Like that was one of the weaknesses for the James Madison basketball team, One was like hasn't been a team over 500 since Thanksgiving buffet or something like that. Like that was another one. Like, and it's like the writers are truly just comedic in the write-ups, but they're true. Like they haven't beat a 500 team since then. So, if you go back, I don't know if they have it on the app still, but you can go back and see like the write-ups, and it's just so funny. Here we go. Yeah. What was it? It was like weakness hasn't been quite the same since losing Tiberi in early February. Not a good defense team. Big men constantly in foul trouble. Needs a lot of help. This one has UConn, reigning champ, almost always loses before the Final Four. Like, so it's like, don't take them to go far. It's like, I just think that's cool how they kind of went a little comedic route with stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. So I would just recommend next year do Sleeper.
That is cool.
Sleeper, sponsor us, please.
Please sponsor us, Sleeper. We will shout you out every episode. No, but I do like Sleeper. It was fun for fantasy. I didn't realize all the funny articles. That's cool too. But on the sports topic, sorry guys, I don't feel that good. What the hell's going on with all this NFL shit, rule changes, tackling people and stuff? Someone needs to update me on this.
It's my not back of the week is the hip drop tackle. So,
well, there we go.
Yeah, going away. It's just gonna be two-hand touch eventually. I feel like an old guy yells at clouds, but I mean that's what's gonna happen. They're changing the kickoff rule, so less injuries and whatnot during the kickoff, but less big hits. I understand the hip drop tackle in theory. Like I understand where people get hurt, but you're like, we're trusting the referees to call that on a game. It's gonna be awful. The NFL refs are awful. And I mean, you can't tackle the quarterback. Now you can't tackle receivers in the open field. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's hard. It's just such a weird thing because it's like when you're in the heat of the moment, you're out there like battling essentially. Like you can't fully control how you tackle somebody. You know what I mean? You're just trying to bring the dude to the ground. Like,
and that tackle is like specifically when you're behind like the receiver running downfield, right? So how are you going to tackle somebody downfield? You just can't. You just go supposed to let him score, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're trying to reduce injuries. What was it? I think last year was Mark Andrews who went down for the season with that tackle and stuff like that. But some of them are just freak accidents. These are millionaires, like $1 million athletes that are freaks of nature that get paid very handsomely for our entertainment. You know what I mean? Like it's a contact sport. They've done a lot of research. They've made like a lot more strides towards that as it is. Like when's enough going to be enough where we don't lose the game completely? And we're basically at that point. For me, I kind of love the new kickoff rule solely because I think Washington Commanders kicked off 80 sometimes this year, and there was one return all year or something like that. Like, it's like, what's the fucking point? They should make it like the indoor league where you have, like, if you kick it through the upright, you get a point or something at that point. You know, if they're not going to do that, I think this is a cool alternative. Or someone in my fucking group chat said you should kick at the goal line and just wherever the ball lands, that's where the other team starts. And I was like, I kind of don't hate that. You know what I mean? But I think it's going to be cool. We're actually going to see a little more finesse with the kickers because if it goes all the way in the end zone, they start at, I think, the 40 or something. So I think that adds like a little skill to it.
Wow.
I don't even know the kickoff rules now, what they're changing it to.
Here, let me check. Pardon My Take made a clip. I have it right here, a little spreadsheet. New NFL kickoff. Ball at the 35 if it goes out of the end zone. Ball at the 40 if it doesn't reach the landing zone. The landing zone is from the 20 to the goal line. So if it doesn't even reach the landing zone, 40-yard line. Ball at the 20 if it hits the landing zone and rolls into the end zone. And if it lands in the landing zone, you have to catch it and you have to return it.
That is nice.
So I like that.
All the kickers are just going to be working on their chip shots from the 20, or preferably probably from like the 15 to the 5, you know, in that realm. And they're going to perfect that. And that's going to be fucking sick. So we're going to see like much cooler kicking stats. Back on the hit drop tackle, terrible for the game. Very similar to a rule they're making in baseball, where is if the ball, even if the ball's like on the way, you cannot have any part of your body blocking the base. So there was a play last week where the shortstop has their foot like in front of the base. Guy is dead to rights, like 10 yards away from the fucking bag, like not even close. He almost shouldn't even slide. Caught it, the guy slid, he tagged him. The runner's running back to the dugout, and the umpire goes, no, block, safe. And it's like, what's going on? I also somehow hit an emoji on the thing, but so that game's now gone to shit, which, baseball as it is, I feel like it's hard to even garnish a younger audience. Now you're adding these rules that are going to piss off the older audience. So I don't know. Baseball is just shooting himself in the foot again. So, sports are essentially dead. Maybe we should look at the esports. Maybe we could be an esports podcast. Who knows?
Oh, or maybe we can tune in on Sunday afternoons to the NASCAR Cup Series.
True.
Quick update. I got to give my update on last week. It was Circuit of the Americas in Texas. People who aren't that big into it or race fans, really, kind of a boring race. It's kind of boring. They're not driving that fast. It kind of looks like Mario Kart in that race. But Christopher Bell, again, I'm telling you, calling it now. He is going to be the 2024 Cup Series champion. See you in Phoenix, Tiggy Nation. He's got the best, dude. I'm telling you, he's got the quickest car. He's got the best car so far. Past few weeks, he's got the best car. He didn't win. William Byron won, but I don't know if you guys saw on any kind of anything on the Twitter sphere or the Instagram sphere. Christopher Bell wrecked. Purposeful, not purposeful, we don't know. We'll never know. It wasn't us doing it. He wrecked Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, for those of you that know Kyle Busch, he is Rowdy Busch. He is a heated guy, right? And they used to be teammates. And, I feel like CB would probably, has looked up to him. But he, again, purposeful, not purposeful, I don't know. He wrecked him. Long story short, Kyle Busch went after Christopher Bell after the race.
Did they
have a lot.
it?
Oh no, but I have a lot of breakdown here. Okay, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell was leading up against the car. Kyle Busch got right in his face. Kyle Busch is a big dude. It would be like Tiggy Nation coming up and getting in my face. Okay, that's the height difference we're looking at here. CB scared shitless. Okay, playing on his face. He was terrified. He was like, I'm going to get my ass beat. But with that being said, he took it like a champ. He took it like a man. He stood there. He didn't break eye contact with him. He was right there. He didn't back away. So props to my man, CB. When you tune in and you listen to him, you can tell he's more on like the what's the word? Soft-spoken kind of. He kind of gives you the nerdy kind of vibe. So that's not his thing. Confrontation like that is just not his thing. But he took it like a champ. So yeah, that was just my quick Coda recap. So yeah, I don't know if you guys.
What I'm hearing though? I'm hearing is that NASCAR needs enforcers.
What do you mean?
Love that.
They need big guys to stand up for people like that. You know what I mean? You get a little then you get somebody, some crazy Midwestern, Tiggy size guy jumping out of his car ready to fight.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because it happens. You have same thing happened, what's it, last year, the year before with Bubba Wallace, big dude, went after Kyle Larson, little dude, and just freaking shoved his ass. You're right. But I mean, it's part of the game. It's like, they fight in hockey. It's not the same. They don't fight.
Hardly ever anymore, but yeah.
But they don't fight in racing. But it's like, man, if you're gonna wreck someone, it's kind of something you got to just be prepared for after the race. You might get chased down. So, but overall good. CB Cup Series champion 2024. See you in Phoenix, Tiggy Nation.
You say see ya. I hope I'm laughing because I'm assuming you mean I'll see you in Phoenix, which the track record isn't looking pretty for you.
The track record, is that a pun intended?
Wasn't even, but you can use it as.
Yeah. I know. One of these days, Tiggy Nation.
One of these days, you'll give me a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just on that same topic, real quick. I finally watched that. I don't know if you guys saw previews for the Turismo movie about the F1 racer he started off iRacing. That's how he got into racing. It's on Netflix now. If you have not watched it, it's a great watch. Great Saturday morning watch. I watched it Saturday morning. Was absolutely locked in. Locked in, Tiggy Nation. I know you said you didn't like it. I know you said it wasn't like as intense or something like that. Didn't you talk about this before?
I really liked it. I liked the film a lot.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like the first, like, you can tell it's a Netflix movie. You can very well tell it's a Netflix movie. It kind of progresses very quickly. But I like Orlando Bloom. I like the Hopper guy. And I like the main actor. He plays in C on Apple Plus show. It's a little gimmicky how it starts out with like the video game-esque kind of editing, but I think it's a cool story. It's really cool. Like whenever gaming's involved, I'm fucking all ears. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the fact that it's a true story is sick with like high-end racing. So
Schwarf and Bubba, highly recommend you guys watch. I actually liked that part of the movie, how it symbolized like he was so locked in racing his iRacing car, right? And like he'd be so locked in, and when he would like dial in focus during the real race, it would give that animation as if he was in his iRacing car. I thought that was sick. I thought that was so cool. Mm-hmm. So yeah, must watch. Had to throw that out there.
Yeah, I think it's on one of the streaming sites.
Yeah, Netflix. I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, I think I watched it in theaters, but it was like a quick release, and then it went to Netflix or something like that. So it's like it'll do well on Netflix. And it's like I don't know what the box office did, but being so quick, probably not well. They probably should have tried to maneuver it to being either like a Netflix original movie for more money, or even doing like the Amazon like Prime route. Because I saw Roadhouse over the weekend on my flight back, and that was phenomenal. Like that was by far the best Amazon Prime production I've ever fucking seen. It was 20 times better than the Lord of the Rings bullshit they tried to do, and now they're stuck for 4 seasons of that garbage.
Damn.
Yeah, Roadhouse was sick. Conor McGregor, the best performance he's ever fucking had in his life was in that movie. It was great, and yeah, it was sick. And Jake Gyllenhaal, I mean, chef's kiss. The Overlord guy from Fast 5 is in it.
Okay.
The guy who's like Money They Steal, he's in it.
Okay.
But that's good. If you got Amazon Prime, put it on movie fucking night on the weekend, invite one of the groupies to come watch. It's actually a fantastic film, So, don't think this Netflix and chill. It's like, babe, no. We're watching this. Like, I want to watch this,
For sure. I've been wanting to watch Roadhouse. Honestly, I think McGregor, I've seen a bunch of clips on TikTok. He looks freaking awesome. Like Jake Gyllenhaal looks freaking awesome. I think it looks great. Obviously I feel like it's an action movie, right? Like it's a blockbuster action movie. Like I don't expect anything crazy out of it, but I think it looks pretty good. So I'm hoping to watch it this weekend.
It's cool. It's very kind of, I want to say like video game like how the punches are thrown and stuff like that. Like the action scenes are fucking awesome. And like I don't know how they did. I can't even describe how they did. I can't even describe the scenes. You just have to watch the movie. If you have Amazon Prime, if you don't, borrow someone's fucking password and watch it. Like it's sick. Roadhouse, very good film. Amazon. I didn't watch the other one, the Splicky guy with John Cena. Maybe I'll watch that this weekend or something.
Yeah.
But then I'll have to get a fucking date like Jake too, so I don't know.
Okay, Bubba, Michael, Schwarf. Do we have any backs or not backs other than what we mentioned already?
I do. Back for me is Mason Ramsey's back, the yodeling guy.
Nice.
Came out with a new track, "Blue Over You." Pretty good. Sounds like Elvis. He's very back. Jesus also back soon with Easter coming up. So shout out to the J-Man. And the Yager bobbleheads. They found them apparently. I don't know where or how. I think the FBI got involved. So thankfully, all those fans are getting their fucking bobbleheads they paid for, I guess. So good for them. And yeah, not back as the hip drop tackles, but I do love and hate stuff as well. If you guys have any
Yeah,
backs.
I actually do. I have a couple. Well, I have one not back, and it's Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Nickelodeon is very not back.
it's a good one.
I haven't watched that documentary. I forget what it's called, behind the scenes or something, behind the curtain, something, one of those gimmicky, something behind the scenes or behind the curtain or something like that. I don't know, but Nickelodeon is definitely not back. I feel bad for all those child actors. With what's his face, Dan Schneider. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Nickelodeon definitely not back. And I kind of had one more. I don't know the full story, but I think Diddy is not back too.
I was just gonna say that, yeah. Physically and like in that not back sense. Yeah, he just heard he's getting raided. He just flew out of the country, went to Barbados or something like that. So
yeah, like I forget what I saw. Like he's been on some weird shit for a long time too. Like people are saying he's like the like the Black Jeffrey Epstein or some shit like that, doing some weird, terrible shit like that. So I don't know. I didn't research
it, but the extent of it. But you have to be a pretty big scumbag to like your kids are getting like let out in handcuffs and shit, and you're just gonna fly to a different country. I mean, that's a pretty bad move there.
Yeah, not ideal. That's all I had. Go on, Harry.
Well, I was just going to say if that's it for the back and not back, I love went into the hole. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, and some lady at the end of the bar was just smoking a heater. I mean, that just the carelessness to just smoke a heater inside of a bar. I mean, they quickly like when they noticed we're like, what the fuck are you doing? But I mean, you have to be an idiot. Like to try to smoke a cigarette in a bar after 1995. I mean, what is going on? But I love it. Like I love that you just don't care that much about the world.
Six inside. Inside.
Six inside. Bring him back.
That's honestly fire. Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like which isn't that right? You can do that in Marshall County or something, or is that just a joke? Yep. Okay, so you can.
Yeah, you drive your tractor to the bar and you let up cigs, I think.
See, like I feel like if you were a business owner, you should be able to be like, yeah, they can smoke in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. A nice cigs inside bar would be nice.
Yeah.
Greg's bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Greg's bar. You probably gotta fight your way out of those bars in Marshall County too, though. That's probably a bummer. What I hate this week is the drive home from any like drinking event. Like if it's over 20 minutes, it's just the worst.
Yeah.
So I hate that. I hate Wheeling's lack of healthy eating options. If you go on DoorDash, it's like fast food. Like that's literally what comes up under healthy and Chipotle. That's it. And they both stink. And then 2 Mile Hill also I hate because I almost was brutally murdered like 20 minutes before the podcast on 2 Mile Hill. Coming down, getting on the on-ramp, this truck was just like stopped for some reason, like pulled over to the edge. So I like tried to go around him because the car in front of me did. And then he just decided to drive. So I'm behind, like I'm in the middle of 2 semis in like the median, thought I was going to die. So,
yikes.
Yeah.
Sounds like you handled it though. So,
well, yeah, I'm here.
Bubba, can you get El Zacalo from your house?
Probably. I'm sure I could.
You should get that every now and then. It's always a good one.
Yeah, I could walk there. So yeah, I probably should start doing that.
Yeah.
Smacks. I got a back, and it's me at the bars. I'm back. So
hell yeah.
Stay on the fucking lookout. I was at a ping pong bar over the weekend. Phenomenal time at the ping pong bar.
Ping pong bar.
And some Voodoo Ranger. You know how they do the IPAs and stuff. They had like an after party there and stuff, and for the gamers, and we just showed up and stuff, and it was a good fucking time. I was just demolishing gamers left and right. They kept hitting the ball into the ceiling. I'm like, no, you got to hit it on this side of the table. And I, 7-0 one night, not a big deal. But the bathroom. So I got a couple stories about it. So the bathroom was co-bathrooms. So you go in, and I know what you're thinking, but it's not that. So you go in one door, everyone can go in the bathroom. Men on the left, females go to the right side. And then after the hand washing stations are conjoined. I keep saying conjoined, like I'm saying ka-chow, but they're conjoined. And which again isn't even the weirdest fucking part of this thing. The weirdest part is there's sinks on two sides, and there's no mirror in between the two sides.
Whoa!
So you're washing your hands, and you could be staring right at a person,
Wow.
And I don't know why they did this. Maybe so people can meet in the bathroom. I don't know. Maybe a little romance in the spin bathroom. I did meet a contact. I did meet someone there in the bathroom, some guy who sells microphones and stuff. So, hopefully I'll get to interview him or something like that. But it was funny. I kept making remarks about the bathroom, about the mirror. I pretend like I'm fucking Larry David half the time, which Larry David is not a good person. So I don't know why I'm acting like it. It's kind of funny to act like a shitty person sometimes, hand up. But I was trying to do this bit, and I went to the bathroom 2 other times, and he was always in there washing his hands at the same time as me. And we just kept making this. And then, I got the guy's fucking contact and number at the end of the night. Ayo!
Whoa!
Ayo! I also got his kiss in the bathroom too, but I'm not going to mention that. So anyways, but the story about the bar is I go to the bar, crowded bar. I go to one bartender, and this guy's name was Maddie, and I'm like, what's your name? Matt? I'm Anthony. Nice to meet you. I'm like, you're my fucking guy. I'm going to you all night. I'm not going to any other bartender. I get my bartender. I gave him my card. He gives it back to me. And he's like, yeah, just tell me your last name or whatever, whenever you go and stuff like that. So I'm just buying drinks. And Maddie knows me. So this is a good tip for everyone. And whenever I get close to the bar, Maddie sees my eyes. He's like, hey, what can I get you? What do you need? A couple of summers real quick? I'm like, yeah, give me 2 summers. And he's like, cool, I got you next. And then he just grabs it. And I'm cutting fucking everyone. You know what I mean? Because I know this guy's name. That's all you need to do is introduce yourself. Be like, this is my fucking guy. And half the time, he didn't ask for my last name. So the first bar tab, dude, I was buying people rounds and stuff like that. The first bar tab, I got charged for 4 beers.
Nice.
And I was like, dude, I'm sure I think I gave him a $40 tip the first night.
Hell yeah.
It was crazy. But that's what you got to do. You got to go to a bar. You got to get a bartender's name, whatever, male, female, whatever. And just be like, hey, you're my person. You're my guy. You're my girl. I'm only going to you, So I think you got to go to a guy if you're a guy, because the girls are going to be,
yeah,
they're going to be falling over by all the other fucking patrons. You got to go to a guy.
You got to introduce yourself to him and stuff. Yeah, that's a no for me.
That is a very good move.
Yeah, big move.
If I could piggyback off of Tig for a second, I love that, by the way. The conjoined bathroom thing, kind of like Fats in Morgantown. I was always a fan of that. I always thought that was cool. So if I could have one more back, it'd be me and Czar at beer pong, or very back. Played beer pong at the cabin. Forgot about that. Won 8 games in a row. So that was nice. Not back would be co-bathrooms in West Virginia. If you've seen political ads, that's the only thing on them, is the women or men in women bathrooms. That's all they care about. It's every ad's about that, not the epidemic with the heroin and stuff like that. It's just the guys in bathrooms. We can't have that, and that's all they care about.
Yeah, very not back. Speaking of not back, I'm going to piggyback on something Bubba said earlier. Not back would be, the Jews, because Jesus is coming back allegedly. So if he does, the Jews tried to throw Jesus, our boy, to the Romans, to the fucking lions, and guess what, motherfuckers? He's going to come back. So you showed your hand, and it's not going to work. So that's how the story went, right?
Yeah,
I'm not great, right? Okay, I think so. I got very quiet there, but that's how the story went, at least in my book. So I don't know.
And, Pontius Pilate guy, yeah.
Yeah, I just want that on the record, So you take a shot at the king, you better fucking make sure you hit it, because come back with a vengeance. Wait till Passover. Wait till Passover. Wait till that win, motherfucker. Wait till the Holy Spirit comes by. Better get that lamb's blood on your door, else, oh baby. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure everything I'm saying is literally true because I'm just remembering.
No, honestly, I feel like you are. I feel like you're crushing it. Honestly,
Yeah, I think you did. Right
Now,
with the-
imagine if church was like that and they spoke like that. Like, that's electric. You know what I mean?
that would be sick.
Delivered. It's all in the delivery. Like, priests need to go to some school to learn how to tell a story.
I think you're right. Priests need to be more electric. Maybe I would go to church once every 10 years.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at these stories, especially in the Old Testament, I mean, they're fucking vulgar. They're violent. I mean, it's some juicy stuff in there.
I need to reread the Bible, and I'm gonna reread it and try to channel my inner Tiggy Nation voice in my head. I think it'll be a lot better of a time. You know what I mean?
I think so too. That could be one of our new segments.
JT, how long do you think it would take you to read the Bible?
Oh God, a long time. Honestly, a long time. Ah, jeez, at least years. No. Zero. I mean, okay. Are there stakes here? Like, am I?
No, I mean, like, if you legitimately try, if you like kind of tried, could you do it in a month?
No.
You just gotta go to prison. That's what they do in prison.
So here's the thing. Like, we talked about this. Yeah. Maybe if I was in prison and I had
They work
nothing
out
else.
and they read the Bible, right? I'm pretty sure.
I'm a big fan of like reading like 5 pages a day.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, the Bible has, I think, thousands of pages. So yeah.
That's why I said it would take me probably years. No, I talked about this. I tried for many years to try to read books, and then I would read like 50 pages at once and burn myself out, right? And then I'd never pick the book back up because I'm like, well, I'm not doing that shit again, right? So now I rechanneled my strategy here, and I'll read like 5 to 10 pages at a time, and I'll stay consistent on that. You know what I'm saying? It makes perfect sense in my mind, guys.
I don't think you're finding books that like you're interested in, because I'm not a reader. I don't think anyone's like looking at me saying, yeah, this guy reads books. I don't really read books, but like I read the Dan Brown series, the Inferno series, the Da Vinci Code. I was reading those books in like a week because they were really interesting. I just don't think you found any books that really pique your interest.
I like, I mean, maybe you could be right. I mean, I don't know. I like reading like maybe like a chat. I don't know. Maybe it's a repetition thing that I more so enjoy than actually reading. I don't know. I like reading like a chapter, and then moving on the next day to the next chapter. I don't know. Who knows? But hey, I'm staying on it. That was one of my goals. I'm on my almost 3rd book of the year, Tiggy Nation.
Good.
That's big.
So,
actually
big.
Reading or audiobooks?
Reading.
Okay. I would say that's a little better. I don't know. I'm a big audiobook guy. Like you, I'm not going to stay in my bed. I'm not going to, 10 minutes before bed, I'm going to read a chapter. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm looking at my phone until my eyes shut. That's it. Okay. I'm not taking any time willingly out of my life to read a book at this point in time. Maybe down the road in my earlier years, absolutely. But now with the technology, I can't do it. Okay. Can't do it. And so I do audiobooks when I run, when I in the car, and sometimes when I work, and it's fantastic. Shout out Audible.
Shout out. Wow, my voice cracked. But shout out Audible.
Sorry, I'll cut that out.
No, keep it in. Keep it in. I want to keep my youth. So keep it in.
All right, I got you.
All right, boys. That's all I got. If anyone's got anything else.
No, my only back is wheeling semi-professional ice hockey. We were on a 2-game skid, got a big win Friday, as Bubba mentioned. We're really back. We have fans. I hope the sponsors are watching this too, so that they know that people are seeing their logos on our jerseys.
Hell yeah. That's fire. The wheeling hockey team is very back. But all right, boys, it's been a great time. Great time at lunch again. 2nd week in a row, 3rd week in a row. One of these weeks, many weeks in a row, we've had our favorite lunch, the Harry Sliders and the Schwarf Tots. Delicious as always. Put some Mayochup on my Swarf Tots. Very delicious. So we'll catch you guys next week. It was a blast. Can't wait to see you all again. Bye-bye.